Hi everyone, welcome back to another EP review actually. So it's not an album I'm going to be reviewing today, I'm going to be reviewing an EP. Billy Idol to be precise. He released an EP last year as well, I think. And then before that, his album Kings and Queens of the Underground, which I really like to listen to. I love all the songs on there. Definitely an album which I think I will be reviewing in the future. Add to my list of many albums to review. So I'm just going to wait for my review to open up on the laptop here. So Billy Idol, yeah, really big in the 80s, still big now. I mean, he's doing arena tours, I think he's coming to the UK, not near me though. Shortly, still releasing music, doing all the music videos. So yeah, it's nice to see, especially him with Steve Stevens, who he's done stuff with since the 80s. So I really got into Billy Idol actually when I was at uni. I think I just started watching all the 80s videos and I was like, yeah, this is quite good. I read his book. I really like that Kings and Queens of the Underground album. So he released the single Cage. So I listened to that. And I did actually do a review for that, but I haven't actually uploaded it because I might as well just do the whole EP. And kind of my thoughts actually have changed a bit anyway, actually. And then he released the whole EP, which is called The Cage. My laptop is slow today. And there's 4 songs on the EP, which is appropriate size for an EP. It's almost like I think with EPs, I think once over it used to be more kind of when a new band or artist was coming out, they'd release that to kind of see how it went. But now just it seems like anybody does it really, releases EPs. I think it is good to see just changes in the sound of an artist, perhaps. Maybe they're doing it for the same reason, to see people's responses before they release a full album, or maybe they just had some songs and they just want to release them. Could be any reason, really. My laptop's so old, honestly. I actually have been looking to get a new one, but there's not really much out there. And I mean, some of them are a lot of money, and my phone has more storage than them. And I like a laptop with a lot of storage because I do a lot of writing and photography and stuff, so having a laptop with lots of storage is good, especially for all these reviews and stuff which I like to put on here and take them off my phone. This is why I should open up the review before I actually do the video. I actually have been listening to Kings and Queens of the Underground today, actually. Right, okay, it's opening. I didn't actually think it'd take this long to open, in all honesty. But yeah, here we are. I mean, it's going to be a short review than normal, with it being an EP and only 4 songs. Anyway. But while that's loading, I have been doing a lot of reviews of kind of modern albums that have been released recently. This EP was released this month, by the way. So I will be going back. There is a couple other things I'm going to review that's come out recently, and a modern album, there's one album recently has come out this month I'm going to review, and an album which came back out in 2006, which is Bon Jovi's Lost Highway. I'm going to review that, and then I'll go back to the actual 80s, 1985. I'm going to be reviewing Marillion's album. which I can't remember actually the name of the top of my head. I did mention it in the last video. There's so many artists I want to review. Like Billy Idol, like his older stuff. Europe, Foreigner. Just even the artists that I've done reviews for, their other stuff. Annie Lennox, Cyndi Lauper, like Queen. They're all artists that I want to do reviews for in the future. Okay, so the actual review. So yeah, I think it is called is it just The Cage or Cage? But anyway, the first song is called Cage. This was the first thing that he released. Yeah, it's The Cage. Yeah. Okay. And I've just lost my Word document. There it is, back. So yeah, we've got a music video with this as well. So the guitar, it's straight away, it's a catchy, fast rhyme song. I would say it is more, I think you've got 80s Billy Idol, you've got 90s Billy Idol, and then you've got this more modern Billy Idol and how he sings and how he does his songs. And like with Kings and Queens Underground, I think that this is like that sort of sound. Even when he sings songs from the 80s, I think he has adapted this sound as well, actually. Which I actually like. I like this new sound. I don't know if I can call it new because he's been sounding and doing songs like this for a while now. So he sings differently, yeah, now to back in the day. Which is what I've just talked about. So as a fan, I am actually used to this kind of newer sound because I've listened to his newer stuff, as well as the old stuff. It didn't really grab me as much as Kings and Queens of the Underground. I felt like there was something missing with the song. I don't know. I felt like I wanted it to be almost like louder almost. So what I actually did, I turned the volume up, and actually that actually made it sound a lot better. It is a decent song though. I do listen to it quite a bit. It's not my favourite Billy Idol song. None of these are on here. I don't even know if I have a favourite Billy Idol song. I do really love Sweet 16. Don't Need a Gun, that's a good song. I'm not going to go in. I'm going on a tangent. Yeah, I've literally wrote, I'd love to hear him do something like Sweet 16 again. Like now. Be interesting. I don't know if he's actually like done that song recently live or anything. I don't know. I might have to look into that. With this song, I'd say the lyrics are a bit repetitive. There's lots of woes and woos, and which I wasn't that keen on. Steve Stevens does a brilliant job on the guitar, but overall, yeah, it's a good song. I do listen to it. So number 2 is Running from the Ghost. So this was my first time listening to it. I have actually listened to it a bit since writing this review. It's a more slow song. Then it gets rockier though. You've got that typical grit that Billy sings. He hasn't changed that at all. That's still there. Which is really shown in this song, which I love. He does have a unique voice for sure, definitely. The song's alright. It's not, again, really grabbing my attention though. The music video I want to point out, I actually thought at some points they were doing like a flashback to the 80s and showing Billy in the 80s, but actually no, he just looks that good. He's aged so well, Billy Idol, he really has. So number 3 is Rebel Like You. Now, I really like this song. I really like this one actually. I've been listening to it today actually. So it starts off with a bike sound, which I really like, a bit like Bat Out of Hell with Meatloaf. Got a great beat. I've literally wrote, this is great. Wow, this is the first time I was listening to when I wrote this. Yeah, I really love this. This one I was like, whoa, yeah. It's a nice link back to Rebel Yell, of course. I believe he's actually wrote this about his granddaughter Poppy, I think. There is so much, I think it's so much better than the other 2 songs actually. I really like this. There's lots of going on, lots of different sounds. I really like it. And then I actually wrote, I feel like if there was like backing vocals after Rebel Like You, even Billy singing it would have been a nice added touch. I could really hear that almost like it was about to come. Um, and then it actually happened. It did actually come in further in the song, which I was like, yes. I thought those backing vocals were a really nice touch to the song. When after Rebel Like You was sung, and then like You, and I think it was like Me Like You was then sung. Yeah, I think that really finished the add the finishing touches to the song greatly. The guitar by Steve Stevens again, brilliant. It's almost like that step effect, which I really love the sound of in songs. Yeah, the grit in this song is fabulous. Yeah, I really like that bit where it's like Me Like You. Greatly wrote as well. I mean, lyrically, really well done. Yep, it's my favourite off the EP. I really like that one. So for the last one is Miss Nobody. I haven't really listened to this much, so my thoughts may change. The beginning, you wouldn't really think it is a Billy Idol song. It's quite different. You've got a female vocalist in this. I don't know who it is. I tried to have a look and I couldn't find her. Personally, I wasn't really keen on this song. It was a bit much at times. There was a lot of voices overlapping. I couldn't really hear the lyrics. It was a bit chaotic, a bit. Probably my least favourite at this moment in time, but I might change my mind. One thing also, I couldn't really find out about the chart success of this either. I don't know if it's just because it's come out. I don't know. Probably that's why. So yeah, it's a nice little taster of what Billy's been up to and what he's been recording. Maybe it is a prequel to an album, like I said at the beginning. A taster of what's to come. I like Cage and I like Rebel Like You. I really like that one. The other two, I'm not that keen on, but they may grow on me as I listen to them more. So that's my review for The Cage by Billy Idol, his EP, which was released in September this year, which is what we're in this month. So that's that. So thank you for watching, everyone. Take care now. Bye.